Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna make a fresh pasta for Valentine's Day. So let me give you the ingredients. Alright, so for my pasta we're gonna need 1 pound of flour, about a tablespoon of olive oil. We're gonna need 3 whole eggs. Also we're gonna need some rose water. If you don't find the rose water, you can always use water. It's gonna be 1/4 cup. And for the tint our color, we're gonna use the red coloring artificial flavor. And this is a food grade, so you can always do it if you're gonna do it at home. You can use this, but if you're doing it at the restaurant, then you will use the roasted bell peppers, coulis, the flower petals, tomato, wine. You can change the color, you know, however you want to do. I'm just gonna keep the basic technique, and then you can do whatever you want with the recipe later. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna put the flour and 1 tablespoon of olive oil in the beginning. We're gonna use the hook. Put the hook on it. Then 1 tablespoon of olive oil. And then we're gonna add the eggs. So I'm gonna put 1 at a time. And we're gonna mix it in a slow speed. And then we're gonna come back, add the coloring and the water. So now we're gonna add about 1 tablespoon of coloring and the rest of the eggs. Then we're gonna mix it, okay? We're gonna start mixing it. So that way, if you see the color changing. So I'm gonna add some of the rose water. We're gonna come back and show you when it's done. Okay, as you can see, the dough is getting there. So now we're gonna add, a little bit of water and finish it mixing it. And we're gonna come back, take it out, and shape it. Right. So now you're gonna take your dough out, and it's supposed to come like this, clean. So now you're gonna have some veg flour, and you have to look like Play-Doh. Okay, so when you stretch it, it's like this. So just like we were doing like pizza dough, same thing. So that's your pink pasta, red pasta. Then you're just gonna let it rest. Okay, and then you can shape it. You can use it for raviolis. You can use it for all the egg noodle pasta, so raviolis, pappardelle, guitarra, fettuccini, tagliatelle, lasagna sheets, raviolis, anything you want. So I'm gonna show you how to use the machine, or you can do it by hand if you want. So I'm gonna come back and show you what we're gonna do next. After you let it rest, this is an old dough that I dated yesterday. So when you work with this dough, you have to use it like right away. It lasts up to 3 days in the refrigerator, but it's gonna start getting black because of the egg. So if you're not gonna use it right away, freeze it and then take it out and use it as you need. Okay, so now we're gonna shape it. Leave that one resting. And like I say, you can make fettuccine, tagliolini, raviolis, any pasta, pappardelle. This is a fresh fettuccine. Okay, so I'm gonna show you how to roll the pasta and how to cut it with the machine and without the machine. So I'm gonna come back and show you next step. Alright, so if you don't have the machine, you can always do it the old style with the pin roller or the mattarello. And you're just gonna stretch your dough into very thin. Okay, so that's why you have to let it rest, so that way you can stretch it and it's gonna be nice and elastic. Okay, and make sure you have some flour so that way your dough runs. And this is the handmade pasta. But if you're lucky enough and you have the machine, you can get this machine online. There's 2 of the electric or the hand crank. You can use either or. Okay. so I'm gonna show you what we're gonna do next in the machine, but you can stretch it by hand too. Okay. So when you have your machine, make sure you got flour, both sides, or semolina, and we're gonna start with the number 7. Okay. And you're gonna go through the number 7 3 times, and you're gonna lower your width right here. So 7, 6, 5, 4 until you get to number 2, and then I'll show you what to do next. Until you get to number 1, number 2, your pasta is gonna be about this thick. This is the thickness that you're looking for. Okay, and from here it's ready to be cut. So you can cut it, shape it. You can do pappardelle. You can do fettuccine, you can do tagliolini, chitarrina. It's gonna be up to you. So we got fettuccine here, and then for the pappardelle, you're gonna roll it like this. Usually pappardelle is one side, so when we make the pasta, it's about this big, about 12-inch long, and then you just roll it. And then you're gonna do your pappardelle like this. So pappardelle, fettuccine, and after this one is the tagliolini. Okay, so when you have the over here, you got your lasagna sheets, you got your ravioli sheets, these ones, and for the pappardelle. And then from here you got the fettuccine with this cutter, and after the fettuccine is the tagliolini. Okay, so come over here so you can see the strips when it comes down the machine. Baja la cámara. So basically it's like a spaghetti, but with a fresh pasta version. Okay, so this one needs more semolina, and it needs to be in a number 2 because this is number 1. So that's why it's very thin and it doesn't cut it. So when you do the pasta, this one, you have to be in the number 2. But I just want to show you guys, how it looks like when it's done. Look at that. So homemade, fresh tagliolini. And then you make any sauce that you want, and this is done. You can freeze it after, or you can use it right away. So boiling water with salt water, and then it's gonna cook in about 2 minutes tops. Okay, just have to separate it. So I'm gonna come back and show you next step. Alright, so if you want to do the ravioli, you can use any shape, any cutter. So I'm gonna use this heart-shaped ravioli, and you're gonna do your hearts over here. So I'm gonna do 2 of them, and you can make any filling that you want. Okay, so make sure your pasta is clean. You just brush it with a little water all around so that way the ravioli sticks together. And there's a ravioli where you use egg yolk. I'm gonna use these little eggs, the quail eggs. You can use a regular egg if you want. This one is gonna be valentines, so something special. Just make sure you don't drop it all over the place. We're gonna sanitize it after, okay? Don't worry. And just the yolk. You can use regular egg yolk if you want, and then you can make any sauce that you want. So I'm gonna make a black truffle sauce for this one, but it's gonna be in my next video, so that way you can stay tuned for the sauce. So I'm just gonna show you right now the stuffing and the ravioli, but I'm gonna show you the sauce in my next video, so that way you can make the black truffles and you can see how this raviolis comes out. save the egg whites and the yolks so we can use it again. And then I'm just gonna wash my hands. And let's see. I'm gonna do cut it here and cut it here so that way I don't have to ruin the dough. So just like that. I'm gonna start with one. I'm gonna close it. And then the other one I'm just gonna do another one. So usually we use a little cup or something so we can put the yolk in the middle. And then you got your cutter over here. And this one I'm gonna do another one because this one I messed it up, so no worries. I got another one already done. Then you're just gonna flour it. And I got these ones here. So 3 with the yolk and 3 without. This one is gonna be an open face ravioli. So you can just do the shape of the pasta. And then we're gonna make a sauce in the next video so that way you can see the final results in the pasta on the ravioli and the sauce. So hopefully you guys like this video on how to do the fresh pasta. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Chef Alex Perez on Facebook, Chef Alex Perez on YouTube, Instagram, and enjoy. We'll see you next time. Thank you.